My fellow Atlanteans, are you exhausted by the incredible division and hate that we're seeing and feeling in America? We are a city and a country divided and confused, and we will continue to suffer this way until we finally pause to make right our greatest sins to one another: the immorality of slavery of Black people, the persecution of gay people, the destruction of mostly white rural America, and many other things that we've done to one another. This is why, at the Rally for Love, I publicly unveiled the third and final part of my platform. Now, I've already shared the first part on my website, helmutlovesatlanta.com. My 6-point Atlanta Rises plan in addressing areas like restoring integrity in our budget from the rampant corruption in our city, strengthening our economy, protecting our people in jobs, education, and housing, solving transportation challenges, bolstering our healthcare, food, and impacting homelessness, and uniting our city with a commitment to love. Second, I have detailed a strategic plan in the grand, glorious invitation which I issued at the Atlanta Federal Reserve. A call for us to wake up to our responsibility, to unite in love, and ask billionaires and corporations to invest in Atlanta as a living testbed for AI and tech, to build a responsible capitalism from which we will attract incredible dollars and wealth to make Atlanta the #1 American city. And I am happy to report I already have billionaires who've responded with interest. But before we can do any of that, this third and final strategy is the critical component, and I call it the One Love Reconciliation Plan. Now, One Love is to recognize the single spiritual rainbow cord of love for our neighbor, ourselves, and God that runs through every major faith and science. I believe that when we come together in the name of one love, there is nothing in this day and age that we cannot do. And reconciliation? Well, it's to restore harmony after separation. We have done terrible things for the love of money and self, over the love of one another and God in our country. We must recognize our wickedness and wrongdoing. We must change direction through our sorrow and make new promises to ourselves before God and move forward with them. So, my One Love Reconciliation Plan has 4 parts: a proclamation, a monument, a commission, and a wealth sharing program. Now, first, as mayor of Atlanta, I will, together with faith and civic leaders of all backgrounds, issue a proclamation. A formal apology from all citizens to all citizens for the abominable immorality of slavery, for gay abandonment from God and family, for economic rape of rural America, for native annihilation, for the hatred of women, for the hatred of men, for the hatred of races, for economic exploitation, religious persecution, trans vilification, queer confusion of children, billionaire hatred, and all other unloving behaviors. As we have done to others, we have done to ourselves, and we repent. Secondly, I will erect a One Love on One Earth for One Humanity monument. In this way, Atlanta will establish a modern-day Ebenezer to enshrine this reconciliation with a new city mission: to pursue laws, social programs, and economic policies that solve economic injustice from here in Atlanta, to be shared with all in honor of the one love that unites us. Thirdly, I will create a One Love Reconciliation Commission of faith leaders, billionaires, city, rural, and state leaders. This commission will make recommendations in areas like incarceration, education, land and home ownership, media degradation, and exploitative business practices, which could result in other commissions. But their primary role will be the 4th part of this plan. The City of Atlanta will develop a merit-based wealth sharing program to solve democratic injustice with the valor of Republican merit. I will fund the pilot program with $10 million, expected to grow to billions, with the explicit goal of innovating a program to be shared with the nation. Private-public programming using personal and economic development concepts, which I've innovated at the Gaily Impact nonprofit, will be available to applying participants of any background that are economically challenged. Now, participants will effectively game through varied levels to improve themselves, ultimately achieving entrepreneurship with microloans or developing new labor skills. A rural effort will also be innovated with the Eleanor Roosevelt School. Now, when I say that I believe that Atlanta is the modern-day city of Atlantis and the ancient Tower of Babel and the future of America, I am not playing small. I want Atlanteans to see that we are being called as something much bigger than us. Our love in this time is the answer. We are the only city that can do this work. Now, I sometimes hear people say that only Black people will take care of Black people. These people have never met a one love Christian gay Republican like me. I am standing up to be the next natural evolution in the Republican Party. You see, gay people, we are gathered from all people. Every nation, tribe, and tongue is blessed with gay. And when we lead without apology, we lead for the love of all humans. It is only a Republican that can right this wrong. With this reconciliation, we can finally move forward as a nation and judge our policies without biased assumptions plaguing them. And only Republicans can ultimately and truly address the wealth gap by building a responsible capitalism for our country. Remember this, gay means happy. And I want to help our city to write history, change the story, and create the kind of world our children and our children's children will be truly happy to live in. The time to vote for love is now, because anything is possible with love.